Welcome to the Spirit-Inspired Life. This is YOSHIE Nyakona.
Hi there, this is YOSHIE, and welcome to the Spirit-Inspired Life podcast. And today I'll be chatting about tuning into your inner guidance so that you can live a spirit-inspired, awesome life. And you know, deep down inside of us, we know what's best for us. But sometimes the information gets cloudy, and our minds have the ability to process lots of information and to make healthy decisions that will help us to create and live a joyful life. But things like anxiety or stress creep in, and our minds end up focusing on the things we do not want, to the point that we self-sabotage ourselves, right? So how can you learn to quiet your mind and tune into your inner guidance so that you can make better choices in life? Now, let's talk about tuning into your inner guidance. You know, too often in life, we tend to overthink things. We analyze every possible outcome or piece of information and trying to make the best decision possible. But you know, this tendency to try and rationalize all of our life's decisions most often leads us toward inaction. You've been there, right? We've all been there. And we end up spending more time thinking about a problem than actually doing something about it. You know, by the way, did you know that the world's most successful individuals are very intuitive, and they heavily rely on their intuition, their inner guidance? You know, many of us are trained to use the left side of our brain more extensively rather than the right side of our brain. And the left side of the brain is about analyzing and rationalizing and memorizing, and the right side of our brain is about creativity, imagination, and intuition. And most of our formal education, unfortunately, encourages the use of the left side of our brain rather than the right side, and we forget to listen and trust our intuition. But you know, we all can learn to trust our intuition once again, because you know, we are all born intuitive to begin with. But unfortunately, most of us are trained not to listen to our intuition or inner guidance. And we can learn to train ourselves and condition our mind to notice the inner guidance once again. You know, I want to add that for people who are dealing with things like stress or anxiety, your so-called intuition may not be true inner guidance. For example, let's say you are given a wonderful offer to speak in front of a large audience. And your first intuitive response was, yes, I want to do it, and I can do it. But as you begin to think more about it, and soon you're thinking about all the things the opportunity will entail, right? And the speaking will entail. And before long, you're picturing all of the things that could go wrong, and your so-called intuitive hunch tells you to run away from it. But you know, that's not intuition. It's simply your fear, your stress overtaking your initial intuitive hunch. And now you've changed your mind about the opportunity that you always wanted. Not because of your intuition, but because of your fear or doubt. So in order for you to tap into your intuition and get the best advice from your inner wisdom, we need to approach it from a place of quietness. And this is where meditation comes in. The meditation allows us to slow down our brainwave and quiet down the thoughts that race through our minds each moment. And typically, unnoticed, once the mind has learned to quiet itself, you are more in tune with your intuition, your spiritual wisdom, and your spiritual senses. And from this place of quiet, you will be able to tell what you can do without having to overthink the situation. So the meditation to me is a state of being in the moment and being fully engaged with your physical body and your mind and your spirit. And it is the state of expanded awareness where you disconnect yourself from all the noises of the world, but becoming conscious of the connection you have with everything in this world that is divine. So once again, from this place of quiet and expanded awareness, you will be able to tell what you can do without having to overthink things. So in terms of applying your inner guidance, while you may reach a decision during a time of quiet, but before long your mind can become really busy and cluttered once again. And you'll be tempted to start questioning the decision you've made, or to try and take another path. But if this happens, just simply take deep breath until you feel calm, and visualize a white light coming into you and encompassing the whole of your body. And from that space, listen to your intuition once again, your inner guidance. And if your intuition is still telling you the same thing, and from that knowingness, you can take inspired action. I need to add that it's also so important that you take action from the place of peace rather than the place of worry or doubt. Because you know what? Your intention is like a seed that will shape your future outcome. So if you plant a seed of doubt, what you will receive is a fruit of doubt. So once you have an intuitive guidance, once you receive intuitive guidance, trust it and take action with confidence. And do not overthink it, because if you do, and your ego will get in the way and steer you away from you being in alignment with the vision. Oh yes, and also it's important that you learn to enjoy the process of creation. If you have an attitude of experimentation, meaning that whenever you are going to be doing something, you tell yourself that you are simply testing and experimenting to see if it works or if things work for you, rather than trying to get things right the first time. Because this attitude of experimentation and testing will really help take off unnecessary pressure from you. All right? So I'm advocating daily meditation because meditation offers you many wonderful benefits, and which I talked about in other podcasts. But one of the best is that it allows you to get in touch with yourself. So deep down, you know what the best course of action is for you, but sometimes the message gets jumbled up. But meditation allows you to clear out the cobwebs, so to speak, and tap into your inner guidance system and make life's decision from a place of quiet rather than stress or anxiety. And we all want to live an amazing life and improve the quality of life. And simple thing like meditation, which costs you nothing, will allow you to do just that. Improve your energy and your mindset and help you live a spirit-inspired life. Thanks for tuning in. If you would like to awaken your spirit and unleash your spiritual growth within, please visit yoshiemiyakoda.com. That's YOSHIEMIAKODA.com. And you can access the 3-part video series to unleash your spiritual potential. Now open your heart and be courageous and live out your divine purpose today.